One of the biggest mistakes we can make when interpreting our dreams is assuming that the loudest symbol is the most important symbol. I know that's what I did in this dream that I'm going to share with you today. For years, I thought the dream was all about the demons. But now I don't think the demon was the main message at all. In fact, I think the dream had the most important, the key message in one little line hidden in the middle of the dream. And I almost read right over it. If you've ever had a dream that didn't make sense until years later, let me tell you, you are in the right place. Every Monday and Thursday, we come right here, we break down real dreams, and we look at how they apply to lessons in our real life. This dream is from 6 years ago this month. It was on June 10th of 2020. I was showing Jeff's house to a client who didn't end up liking it. He was there at the end of our tour somehow, and I was trying to be encouraging even though they didn't like it. He seemed down, and I was pulled in the spirit to talk to him further. Then we were outside a city space, and I kept gently urging him with questions until I understood the whole problem that was weighing on him. His wife's ex-husband was a vet, and Jeff had an appointment to bring their animal to him. But Jeff missed that appointment, and now the ex-husband is suing them. We are then in the bottom of a city building in a public gathering space of some type, and Jeff is suddenly his wife. And then she morphs into a nasty looking demon. I grab her and I pull her down before she can get away. And I start praying in the name of Jesus Christ, casting out the demon from inside her. It was intense, and I was aware that we are in a public space. So people are seeing this, but I can't stop. I can't leave her that way. Finally, the demon leaves because her body relaxes, and I am so relieved. But somehow, the demon returns again and runs off, and I start chasing it outside in the city streets. She stops by a grocery cart, I believe, on the sidewalk and starts doing something, and I'm horrified by it. And when I run up, I see that the demon typed out sequence of numbers, and I'm horrified again because I feel that the numbers are a curse for me. I saw a glimpse of an 11, but then lost that piece of paper, and then each sheet of small papers had a different set. There might have been 6s and 10s, but I can't remember clearly. I wondered if because I didn't immediately pray a baptism of the Holy Spirit right after that, that's why the demon came right back in. I'm then back at their home, only it doesn't look like their real home. It's more of a mansion, as opposed to the beginning of the dream home, which was their, in reality, living room. There are various things about another family from my past and their hectic Christmas routine, but I end up in the basement where my husband is looking at an SUV one of the boys got for Christmas, and they are contemplating taking it out. The basement is dark and it feels evil, and I'm suddenly there alone, and I run to the door where the light shines through, but something grabs me, something evil. I manage to get out, but I find myself having to go into the basement again. It is full of stuff, and I leave quickly. Before leaving, I find a Halloween mask that looks just like the demon that came out of Jeff's wife's face. I'm then upstairs with both Jeff and his wife and other people in a kitchen, and I ask them to all stop and pay attention. I need them to line up behind the counter and pay attention to what I'm going to show them. I briefly describe the dream I had about the demon, and no one seems to be paying any attention to me. Once I get all of them behind the counter and I get them to look at me, I reveal the mask to see if it triggers anyone. And again, no one seems interested. They're all distracted. All right, let's break down the first part of this dream, and it all centers around Jeff. And the name meaning for Jeff is where this becomes important because it means God's peace. Remember that names can have, or people, I should say, because I know Jeff in reality. So it could have been about his chosen profession. It could be how I categorize him in my head, what my experience is with him, what his personality is. But in this case, as I'm realizing now, it is actually about his name meaning, God's peace. Now you take that name meaning and you recognize now, okay, my peace is coming under attack. And repeatedly, an evil is coming to take my peace. The demon is there. I find relief. Then it comes back again. Here is what really unlocked the dream for me in as far as all the chaos goes around the demons. Okay. And it's the numbers. I can literally in my mind's eye remember this part of the dream. And it feels like I'm in a horror movie where this demon has typed out curse numbers for me. And so I'm just reading them on this ticker tape. But what's hilarious is that the numbers that are used really apply to this last month, basically, that I've been walking out. I'm not even kidding you. 11 for me often means you're almost there. And I've seen it for so many years that at this point, when I see the number 11, I'm frustrated by it. I want to throw it against the wall because I'm so tired of almost being there. I just want to be there. Then look at 6 and 10. I don't remember if I went over this dream, but I have a very significant dream in my life about an ice cream sundae and my meal being delayed and getting a free meal ticket because of it. And at the end of this dream, I'm trying to lay down a $1 tip and I keep accidentally laying down a $10 bill. And I have to keep picking it back up. Well, what that is signifying is right now, I want to keep laying down a 1, which is a new beginning, but I keep laying down a 10. And a 10 is a completion of a cycle. I'm irritated by 10s now. I'm not kidding, because when does the cycle finally complete? When do I stop seeing 10s? When does 10 stop being relevant in my life? And then the 6. Whoo, let me tell you, 6 tends to mean human effort. And I feel that the human effort that I have needed in the last few weeks to a month has been extraordinary, and I'm tired of 6s too. Do you see the significance of these numbers? In this dream from 6 years ago, I think that these specific numbers are a curse. And now, in reality, I literally am tired of seeing those exact numbers in my life. Come on. Dreams, they're going to change your life. Dreams are going to change your life. And when we get to the bottom of this dream, I'm going to blow your mind. Now, look at the overall part of this chunk of the dream. It's fear. It's confusion. It's going after it and trying to get rid of it and then getting attacked again by it. It's feeling like I'm not gaining control over this evil that is impacting my life. Everything keeps getting louder in this dream. And I think that's exactly why it was so easy to almost miss what happens next. Remember, in the next section, it has such a huge shift. So there's Christmas, and there's a mansion, and there's Aaron, and there's toys, and there's an SUV. It's this tiny little sentence right in the middle of the chaos. Aaron and the boys are looking at an SUV they got for Christmas, and they're contemplating taking it out. It's like it's so understated that it wants you to miss it, unless if you're really paying attention. Those symbols break down to pretty much 3 primary things: movement, possibility, and hope. And look at what happens immediately after I'm back in that basement. I'm alone. I'm full of fear. It's dark. I get grabbed by something evil and I start running. Structurally, that is fascinating. It's because as soon as I become aware of something positive, of something understatedly hopeful, the chaos takes over. The dream quietly introduces hope and then surrounds it with noise. And the dream doesn't stop there. The basement is exemplifying the darkest emotional experience. The fear is real. I escape, I survive, and I bring back evidence. The mask itself is the evidence I'm bringing back for the very real experience I walked through, for the very real feelings and emotions that I experienced. Nobody's paying attention. They're distracted. And it's frustrating when you can see something and you can't get anyone else to see it. Let's step back and look at this whole dream. Let's look at the sequence of this dream from beginning to end. My peace gets attacked. The fear grows really loud, and fear is really dominating the majority of this dream. Then the quiet possibility of movement appears, and then the darkness, the chaos, the noise takes over right away. Then I survive, and I try to help others understand. I try to help others see it. It's like the dream is trying to hide the core message for only those that have eyes to see and ears to hear, because the dominating voice is the evil, is the demon, is the attacking it and pulling it out and getting reattacked by it. The thing is, I spent 6 years believing that this dream was showing me an event or a period of time in my future in which I'm going to see the evil inside something, and I'm going to try to bring it to the attention of others, and they're not going to receive it. They're going to be so distracted by life that they won't see what I can see. And to a certain extent, sure, from a 1,000-foot view, I can see that as I tell my story moving forward. But that's not the truest meaning. The truest meaning is hidden in that one little line in the middle of the dream. And I know it because now I've walked it out. How do I know I've walked it out? Because the feelings and the emotions in the dream are exactly the feelings and emotions I've been wrestling with for almost a month now in my real waking life. It's like I am seeing the negative thought pattern. I'm seeing the lies that are being placed into my head. I'm seeing where my own ruminations in my heart are causing disruption or hurt or longing or pain inside me. And I'm ripping them out. Like I'm trying to name it, pull it, do something about it, because I can't leave myself that way. You see? Then there's this one little hope, and then boom, right back into the darkness and feeling alone and trying to run to the light and trying to, I even think it's like telling, when I'm trying to line those people up in the kitchen, which the kitchen is the heart of the home, I'm trying to line these people up and get them to see what I see. I almost think it's actually many parts of me. I'm literally trying to show myself how to get my peace back and keep it. And it's been a roller coaster of up and down of emotions. And you know what? Guess what? I'm human, and that's okay. It's okay to both see the mask and still feel the emotions and still have to ride the wave of those pesky, annoying feelings that get in the way of my very well organized and boxed up understanding of my life and my future. And I spent 6 years believing that this dream was all about the darkness. But all along, this dream was trying to point me towards the hope that was in the middle of all of it, all along. If you made it through to the end of this episode, thank you. The time you choose to spend with me really means a lot. And if you would like help with your own dreams, I have a free community for that. I also have one-on-one sessions you can sign up for. Just see the links below. And if not, just come on back and see me here, because you know what? Your story really does matter. I'll see you next time.